Hey, it is Dr. Kre, and welcome to the latest edition of the Dr. Kre and Me show. Tonight we'll be talking about five causes of diarrhea. So everybody's seen the commercial, nausea, vomiting, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. So I think that's a Pepto-Bismol commercial. Hey Tanya, let me know when you get here and let me know where you're watching. Hey Deidre. Welcome. Hey, Derek, what's up? How you doing? I hope y'all are having a great Monday. I'm so happy that the sun has come out. Hey, Amber. When you get here, say hey. Let me know where you're watching from. And tonight we're going to talk about five things that can cause diarrhea. So we'll get started in about 5 minutes or less. Let's see. In 3 minutes. We'll get started in 3 minutes. How was your guys' Monday? Y'all having a good day? A good day? So, are you guys not talking or is my screen delayed? So, let me know what kind of day you guys are having. It's been a great day for me. Every day is a great day. I tend to try not and complain a whole lot. You see, I still got on my scrubs. So I got home and been in mommy mode. My husband works a little bit later, so me and Zoe been hanging all out. Hey, Dave and Denise, we missed y'all. Y'all tell Dave and Denise, hey, they used to be here all the time, but they've been out busy during this time, so we're happy to have you back. Hey, Miss Spencer, how you doing? My Monday was really good. Oops. Oh, look at you. You had a day off, Tanya. My day was really good. It's been busy. But I like to be busy, and we have a 4-year-old. Hey, Miss Tony, how you doing? We have a 4-year-old, so she makes the night even more interesting. So I've given her strict instructions to stay upstairs. So we got about 20 minutes, because she can entertain herself about 20 minutes before she starts creeping down the steps. So it is 7:03. So hopefully everybody's had a great Monday. And I guess I get started. Now, as soon as I come down here, my dog is going to act like he don't have any home training. He is like running back and forth in the yard with his food bowl. I think he's trying to get my attention. We have a 5-year-old boxer. Hey, Yetta, how you doing? We have a 5-year-old boxer. And I think 5 is considered a grown man dog. Right, Dave? But when I come down here to do my live, he's running that way, and Zoe's running upstairs. So, working wife and mommy troubles, right? I wouldn't trade it for the world. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I know y'all got stuff to do. You know who I am? I'm Dr. Kre. I'm your board-certified family medicine physician. But I specialize in what's important to you through my awesome family medicine practice here in Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I am located. To my telemedicine and my awesome show here, Dr. Kre and Me, weekly show. I come to you and I let you know how to live healthier, happier, whole lives. And I believe when you know better, you can do better. So I am renewing healthcare, and I also coach working wise. So I want you to know that I'm not forgetting about you. I love you guys. Hey, Dr. Dre, thanks for joining. So tonight we're going to talk about five causes of diarrhea. So it's so often that I get this call all of the time. Hey doc, I got diarrhea. I need something to make it stop. Well, I want you to know a lot of times my rebuttal to that is, if you're going, we need to get it out, and we need to see why you're having to go, why you're going the way you're going. So let's talk about what constitutes as being diarrhea. Diarrhea can be loose bowel, loose stool, where it's not just normally formed. It can be watery. It can just be thinner than normal. So anything really that's outside of your normal. And what is normal to use the bathroom, so having bowel movements about 3 times a week. If you're less than that, you're constipated. But you can go about 3 times a week and still be normal. You do not have to poop after every time you eat. Hey, you don't have to poop after every time you eat. I have people that are like, I'm constipated. I'm not going after every time you eat. I eat. You don't have to go after every time you eat, okay? So let's talk about diarrhea. So number 1, the first thing I want to discuss that is a possible cause of diarrhea is your diet. So no, can somebody write that in the chat? Number one, your diet can cause some diarrhea. Have you been on Lent? You know, Lent just got over. You know, Easter was, you know, when was Easter? 2 Sundays ago. We just got finished with Lent. A lot of people gave up sweets and fatty foods and fast foods. And then all of a sudden, Easter came. And what did you do? Forget that your gut has been resting and relaxing and enjoying itself. And you start eating all that cake, that pie. You're eating cake, you're eating pie, you're eating ham. And your body's like, whoops, what did you do? So you look like that commercial, nausea, vomiting, indigestion. Sorry, guys. You hear me? Am I back? Can y'all see me now? You still see me? So nausea, vomiting, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. So you looking like that because you've had too much sweets, excess sweets. You've had what we kind of consider a short gut syndrome. You eat it and it runs right through your gut, just rushes right on through. So your diet can do it. You can be having excess sugar. You can have too much fat. So those are things that can cause you to have some diarrhea. So the first thing I want you to think about before you pick up the phone and call a doctor and saying, oh my gosh, I got diarrhea, you need to call me in something. What did you eat in the last 24 hours? Everything isn't food poisoning. It may be something that you're eating and doing to yourself. So number one is your diet. That's too much sugar intake or a high fat intake. Number two is medication. So you can be on there are some drugs out there that can actually cause you to have diarrhea. So somebody write that in the chat. Number two, medication side effects. Number one is your diet. Number two is medication side effects. So let's list some drugs that can cause diarrhea. The most common of those drugs is metformin. How many people on metformin? Anybody on metformin? Metformin is for either diabetes. It can be for pre-diabetes. It's for PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. People having problems managing their sugars or not tolerant to breaking down their own. The insulin isn't working themselves inside their body. So they may need some metformin because the metformin helps with being pre-diabetes or diabetic. So they say, yes, I'm on metformin. Anybody else? Nobody else on metformin? So metformin is by far the number one drug out there that can cause you to have some diarrhea. So usually you can, that's a simple change. Yes, yeah, on your metformin. So your doctor can change that from immediate release. Look at your bottle and see if it says immediate release or if it says XR. So that's extended release. Extended release releases a little bit of metformin at a time. Just a little bit of metformin, And then you don't have that rush of all of everything running through you. You don't have as much diarrhea. Hey, Ava, how you doing? Welcome. So you get that extended release and it's just drizzling out a little metformin at a time, so you don't have all of that diarrhea or like just excessive pooping. If you look at your bottle and your bottle says metformin 500 milligrams, hey Belmika, twice a day, then that's the immediate release, because extended release is going to be once a day. So start looking at your medications, look at some of the side effects. A lot of the diabetic class, that medications in the for diabetes can actually cause you to have diarrhea. So number one, it could be your diet. Number two, it could be medication side effects. Are you taking a laxative? Did you start having constipation a long time ago and you start taking Linzess or Amitiza, Miralax, a stool softener, and your body, you're just taking it out of habit, and then you look up and like, I got this bad diarrhea, and then I look on your medicine list and I'm like, well, you're taking Linzess, the maximum dose. Maybe we need to bag that down to every other day, or maybe we need to bag that maximum dose to the dose in front of it. So look at your medicine. Make sure that that's something that's not adding to you having diarrhea. So one, your diet. Two, medication and its side effects. Number three is called inflammatory bowel disease. So I'm sure that's a new one for some of you guys. Inflammatory bowel disease, also known as Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. These are usually people in about their 40s, 50s, and they have started to have all these frequent episodes with frequent bowel movements, watery bowels, blood in their stool, mucousy bowels. Those are people that need to get to the GI doctor urgently. They have to have a colonoscopy. The only way you can diagnose that is through a biopsy. So number 3 is inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD. Somebody type that for me. So 1 was diet, 2 medication side effects, 3 is inflammatory bowel disease, aka Crohn's disease, or UC, ulcerative colitis. And there are a few people out there, they are usually young. They end up having to be on steroids all of the time to kind of calm their gut down. The gut gets really inflamed, really angry, and they just kind of have a lot of bleeding, watery stools. They have to be on a set diet. Hey, Shante, they have to be on a set diet. So inflammatory bowel disease. So if you're having diarrhea, but you're seeing blood, call your doctor. That's important. That is urgent. Like, let me get on the phone, call Dr. Kre, see what's going on, because you should not be seeing blood in your stool. Hey, Gary. So number 1 is your diet. Is it your diet? 2, is it medication side effects? Hey, Erica. Number 3, inflammatory bowel disease. Number 4, irritable bowel syndrome. Somebody write that in the chat. Can you hear me now? Yes, my birthday month. Yes. So, number 4, irritable bowel syndrome. That is also known as the nervous stomach. So, nervous stomach, you get anxious, and you feel this rush, you're flushed, and you're like, oh my goodness, something is going on. I gotta get to the bathroom. You're like, oh, you run, you go to the bathroom, and you feel so much better. Once you go to the bathroom, like your nerves seem to get better, your mood is better, you just feel so much better. So 4 is irritable bowel syndrome. How do we treat irritable bowel syndrome? You can have irritable bowel syndrome, and it can be constipation predominant, where you get constipated all the time, or it can be diarrhea predominant. So those are when they're one or the other is easier to treat. Constipation predominant, we have medicines out there, Linzess, Amitiza, and the like. If it is, hey Matt, if it is diarrhea predominant, you have medicines out there, Viberzi, Xifaxan. Haven't you guys all seen the commercial? And the lady is out walking and doing everything she wants to do. And then this lady dressed in brown, and she got a big old colon on her belly. And she just walking up behind a woman and walking up behind her. She's like, I gotta go. That is a commercial for medicine for irritable bowel syndrome. So, irritable bowel syndrome can be very aggravating for the person who swings back and forth. So, it's so much harder for me to treat when you have constipation one day and you have diarrhea the next. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to give you too much medicine and swing you this way and you'll be miserable. And I don't want to give you too much medicine and swing that way and be miserable. But I must admit, if I had to choose one, I'd rather have diarrhea than constipation. I'm like, if I have to choose, I mean, we're not trying to choose if we don't have to, Lord. Don't give me either. But if I had to choose, that's what I would choose, because at least you're going and you're getting that relief. But you don't want to have to go. These people can go. They think of something nerve-wracking and they have to go to the bathroom. But you don't want it to be where it's swinging back and forth. That's very, very hard to treat, because you don't want to stop them up one way or the other. So they may have to take a medicine for it like every other day to keep them from tipping over the edge. So 5 causes of diarrhea. 1 could be your diet. Are you eating too much sugar and it's just rushing through you? Are you eating too high fatty meals? Number 2, medication side effects like metformin. Are you on a low dose of laxatives and you just forget that you're doing this laxative every day and it just sets you over? Number 3, inflammatory bowel disease, which is Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis. Those are autoimmune diseases where your body just fights itself. You start to have some blood in your stools, some mucousy stools, watery stools, and you're just like going. Number 4, irritable bowel. Hey, Tammy. Irritable bowel syndrome, where you have that nervous gut kind of thing. And number 5, have you ever had your gallbladder removed? Anybody on here had your gallbladder taken out? Put in the chat if you had your gallbladder out. So having your gallbladder removed, I have found it to be so interesting that people that have had their gallbladder removed have diarrhea more than people that still have it. So in science, we learned that, okay, you don't have to live, you can live without a gallbladder, right? Danielle, hey Danielle, you can live without your gallbladder, so you don't really need it until you want to eat all that fatty foods. Until you want to eat, your ham and your bacon and your just high fat food. So the gallbladder is there to like wrap up, hey Maggie, to wrap up all that fat that you've had and then help transport it through your colon and out the other end. So you got it there to help kind of emulsify or just cover it up, get it through. Once you don't have the gallbladder, you don't have that, system in place. So you don't have the bile salts to kind of cover all that fat in, and then your body just goes right through it. Washes whatever you ate. It doesn't have much time to get absorbed like you like it to. It just runs straight through your gut, which sucks. So those people come in there like, I can't eat anything. I know where all the bathrooms are. I have to know where all the bathrooms are because I have to go as soon as I eat. Lettuce can make it worse. Fatty foods can make it worse. But lettuce and fatty foods are two big things that once you get your gallbladder out, you may not be able to tolerate as well. So things that can cause diarrhea. 1, are you looking at your diet? 2, medication side effects. Is it your metformin? Are you on laxatives? Number 3, inflammatory bowel disease can do it. That's Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, which are autoimmune diseases where your body kind of fights itself and it just kind of gives you problems with bleeding, watery stools, just feeling really, really bad. 4, irritable bowel syndrome. That can be a nervous stomach where you like, soon as you get in a high stress environment, you're like, give me a minute. You got a meeting with your boss. Give me a minute. I got to go to the bathroom. Or you have a big event coming and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to go to the bathroom. And number 5, if you've had your gallbladder removed. So also as a bonus, know that yes, there are things out there that can cause you to have diarrhea. Like, oh, I got food poison. That'll make you have diarrhea. Or I got a virus, or I got a GI bug, the 24-hour virus. Everybody's heard about that. So what do we do in those instances? Stop eating fatty foods. Stop eating your sugary foods. If you have what you think is a stomach virus, or what you think is stomach virus or food poisoning, you don't want to be eating a steak. You don't want to be eating a hamburger. You want to just have bland foods. That is the brat diet, if you've ever heard of it. That is broth, rice, bread, applesauce, toast, really bland. We do not want Thanksgiving dinner while you're having your stomach issues. You want to be able to give your bowels time to rest, and you want to stay hydrated. Drinking a lot of water, getting your electrolytes replenished. If that means Gatorade, just kind of doing that till you can feel like, okay, I can have a little bit more. Then you ease into your advance your diet as tolerated is what we say in the hospital. So you slowly advance it. Okay, so now I did that. That rice was good. That toast was fine. So now I'm going to have a little bit more of, I'm have some vegetables. Try that. Okay, that was okay. Now I'll have that meat. But you give yourself a couple of days before you go and jump head first in to a full diet when you've had diarrhea for some days. So make sure that if you mind and you come call my office and say, I have diarrhea, I need you to send me something right now. It's going to be probably met with some of these questions. What have you been eating? Let me look at your medication list. Are we having any nervous stomach going on? Is there any blood in it? Is it mucousy? What is it looking like? Look back there. Don't be ashamed, it's yours. Look back there. Have you had your gallbladder out? These are things that I want to know so I can make the best informed decision. In the meantime, stay hydrated. Hydrate in the brat diet. Somebody type that in the chat. Brat diet. B-R-A-T. Diet. Hey, Miss Tracy. Brat diet. That's bananas, broth, rice, applesauce, toast, and just laying it down. Just resting. So now you know 5 things that you may not have thought that could actually cause diarrhea. When your diet, too many sweets, too much fats, what is that about? BRAT, B-R-A-T, BRAT diet. Medication side effects, inflammatory bowel disease, irritable bowel disease, and if you've had your gallbladder removed. Thank you, BRAT diet. So if there are no questions, you know who I am, guys. I'm Dr. Kre. I'm your board-certified family medicine physician. I look forward to Monday nights. That's okay. I look forward to Monday nights hanging out with you guys, giving you guys a few little snippets to chomp on, and that way when it happens to you, you'll know what to do. But through my awesome family medicine practice here in Birmingham, through my telemedicine, through my concierge practice, I am making sure to renew healthcare. There's so many other things that we can be doing to teach you and to grow you. I feel like when you know better, you can do better. So I am renewing healthcare, and I'm working with working wives, coaching working wives as well. So I can do both. I will continue to love on you. Hey PJ, thank you for coming. And if you've not seen my awesome new website, check it out, www.drkre.com. That's DOCTORKRE.com. And June 22nd through the 24th, I am hosting, yes, a working wife conference here in Birmingham, Alabama called Wifeology. Miss Tracy Richardson is our MC. Thank you for joining me tonight, Tracy. But it's going to be in Birmingham. It's Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to have an awesome time. Send your wives, guys. Give them a break. Wives deserve a break. So go to the website, www.drkre.com. That's DOCTORKRE.com. Pick up your early bird registration for $147. Yes, you have to start at the beginning, Miss Deborah. I'm almost finished. Zoe gave us 20 minutes. She gave us 25 minutes almost. Anyway, check the website out. I love you guys. I will see you next Monday. And can't wait to talk to y'all. Have a good one.